without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome you once more to what is the soft launch of something very special. I hope you'll enjoy, and I'm glad you're all here to witness this. Rob, take it away.
Scream of silence, it's crying loud. There's an angel trapped aside. Time to let it out. This love is like an energy, savior to humanity. He brings salvation to every nation. Nothing that can stop this love from radiation. Love is like an energy, savior to humanity. To every nation, nothing that can stop this love from radiation. Love is like an energy, savior to humanity. Love is in your area. Love is in your area. So let the wind carry you. Love is in your area. We like water and wind, lion with wings. 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 Dear humanity, you was given the right to exist, to evolve. You are given the right to live, smile, cry, and resolve. But most of all, that what is given to you to get along was done so to give you the right to be strong. Dear humanity, please accept and share my joy and gratitude for being with and among you and in your presence. For this is truly inspiring and humbling. Now, before we proceed, I would like to have a moment to get my point across. Today, I'm not here to talk about love like it is something passive, vague, cloudy, and pinky. No. Today I'm here to present and represent love as something very real and present, necessary, similar to the oxygen we need for breathing. This is a message of cosmic proportion. Please don't take it too lightly. Well, having that said, join me on my journey at an early age where I had the privilege and probably also the guts, as I was all out there by myself, to become acquainted with one of world's most fascinating inhabitants, humanity. And since I see all life and all things as interdependent and inseparable parts of a greater whole, I could not help to wonder, what is the part of humanity, or what is the part that is supposed to play in this greater whole? this great magical moment called life. And I found an answer. The part which humanity must play in this greater whole, in this great magical moment called life, is that of the conscious, united, active contributor and cooperator of evolution, which can only be brought about by love, regardless. Now, you don't have to be a scientist, but I bet you will become one after this revelation. I'm just joking. But seriously, you don't have to be a scientist to know that to move things or to set things in motion, energy and force is needed. And as far as this concerns humanity and evolution, this energy happens to be love. Yes, I state that love is an energy that sets things in motion. In other words, love is the big energizer, if not the basis of evolution itself, as far as it concerns humanity and evolution. Now, why not cooperate with evolution? Why not cooperate with this ever-evolving goodness that energizes it, that energizes us? So why not making our dreams of beauty the flow plans of our realities? All that we have to do is to allow goodness to connect our hearts and minds, making it a beautiful symbiosis to bring about a miraculous as well unanimous result. Yes, without an open mind, there can be no open heart. And without an open heart, there can be no open mind. Ladies and gentlemen, when something is closed, it simply means that something else is being shut out. So open up. Unless an open mind, it cannot translate the dreams, the wishes that the heart makes. Unless an open heart that tenderly nourished dreams within it cannot be exposed or offered to the mind and to the world. So let's wake up and open up. It's time for OM societies. OM stands for open-minded. And yes, we need to build OM societies, because without it, goodness, love, won't have itself a place where it can settle, mount a throne, and freely reign over all hearts and minds without obstruction. Without it, dreams will suffocate. Without it, we will not be able to learn about the virtues that are whispered from the heart. Yes, it takes an open mind to know and express compassion, sympathy, brotherhood, courage, inclusiveness, and last but not least, peace. And we can make a start today, right here and right now, with the building of OM societies. All that it takes is your donation to the world, a donation of good deeds, that is. Because good deeds are acts of goodwill and are needed to build OM societies. As a matter of fact, good deeds will eventually prove to be the bricks of a palace called peace, one day about to shelter the entirety of humanity. I'm positive. And to put it in the words of a wise woman named Hannah Arendt, and good deeds and deeds are not used to violate or to destroy, but to establish relations and create new realities. Well, there you have it. Whenever there are deeds, whenever there are actions, there is a purpose, there is a goal, a destiny. And prior to its successful achievement, there must be proper action. With proper action comes the successful achievement of our goals, which we have in mind, An open mind, that is. So if we have made it our accomplishment to have peace and inclusiveness in our societies, in line with the Sustainable Development Goal 16 of the United Nations, inclusiveness, justice, and peace, at least we know now that our actions, our deeds, should match up with the results which we have in mind. An open mind, that is. So yes, through home societies, inclusiveness and peace will come as a result, an accomplishment. It is from the own societies where we eventually will delve out wisdom from the good that we practice, our good deeds. So consider your good deeds and goodwill, your acts of love, for that is what they actually are, as your donation to the world. So do not hesitate to donate your deed. It doesn't matter how small you think it might be. All that matters is that it counts. Because small as it might be, though, it contributes. It's the participation with the ever-evolving goodness. Love. Time has come for us to move from the old to the now, and from darkness to love. And it all starts with an open mind, because with an open mind comes goodwill, and with goodwill comes good deeds, and with good deeds comes the proper result of evolutionary goodness. And to cooperate with evolution is to cooperate with love. That's evolution. A destiny laid in your hands for you to unfold. Now always remember, it's your given right to participate and contribute in creative, cooperative partnership with evolution. And unitedly we will accomplish, making our dreams of beauty the floor plans of our realities that are on their way through evolution.
Well done, Winston. The promise of a evolution. Congratulations to all of you that we were a part of this. I've only known Winston for a few weeks. A lot of you have known him much longer than that. But what instantly happened in our first meeting, Winston, was that you touched me with how you told me your story, and you touched me with how you opened your heart and your mind to everyone you met. And that was like, nah, you've got to be kidding me. But you just kept on telling your story, and you told me what you discovered on your journey. Would you want to share a little bit of what you shared with me? How you've wandered and opened your heart to others, and how you, I guess, came about, gathered this insight, really. Are you having a hard time hearing me, Tom? Oh, sorry. That was a long story. I'm glad you asked me. Winston, can you share with us a little bit of your story? I hope you heard it. A little bit of your story, how you wandered, how you met so many people, how you opened your heart and your mind to them, and how you came about this insight of what is necessary. And by the way,
well,
I'm starting with the first question, but if you have any other questions,
yeah,
I hope most of us will have a question or two. and we can carry on this conversation for as long as we want. Thanks. Go ahead, Winston.
Well, what actually happened is that, as I look back over my shoulder and ahead, there is this particular thing that I always seemed to discover in my fellow man in humanity, and that's goodness. It doesn't matter where you go or where you at or who you might meet. There is always something in there that's confirming this goodness. I mean, if we look back over history, how how bizarre it might sound, good, help to attest that good always wins the battles regardless. And when evil is at its peak, you will always see that there will be goodness that will triumph. When we look back at history, you can always see that it always happens. Good brings victory, it brings triumph to humanity, to this planet, to life. It doesn't matter which place you go, you might always meet some people that will confirm to you that this is a fact, even if it might look hard sometimes. And as a matter of fact, as I already have said, love is an energy. When you look at evolution itself, you can see it's a development. And at the opening of this summit, I mentioned the fact that normal, the most common definition of normal is, a standard or a rule. But, not a lot of people know that normal also means carpenter's square. And when you look at the word negotiation is derived from a Latin, means no leisure. That means like work. So when we annotate the carpenter's square anew, and we are willing to create those new realities that we crave for, sooner or later we will find out that it's love that will drive us towards that destination.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm curious. There's an invitation in that. There's an invitation to all of us to create open-minded societies, open societies, and join the Lovolution. Who's answering the call? What have you? What resonated with you? What inspired you in it? And what do you have to share? What can we give back to Winston as a gift of our love for his gift to us? And what makes our heart sing? Great question.
That's a beautiful question.
And we've been at it for an hour, so I'm curious. Just unmute. Just say something. Really love to hear it from any of you. How does this resonate with you? Agavani's the right one to ask, and I'm going to loop back to you. But I want to give. Let's see, Zemi, has it calmed down in your environment? Maggie,
Make it even get crowdier there.
Kelly, do you want to share a little bit, or Tom? See, this is a wonderful thing about Zoom. I can see all of you. Oh, great. So Gillian would love some more information on what's next, the follow-on of this. Let's start with that question, and then maybe a little bit more on the background. And then Gillian, I'd love it if you asked the question, or what is it particularly you want to know about the background? What's next? Where do we go from here?
Well, what's next is action, because love is an energy, and on top of that, if we want to see proper results, then of course, there should be action, and this action should be in line with our expectations. As a matter of fact, it should be in line with the destiny that we define for ourselves. There is nothing going to happen without action. And as I already said, to set things in motion, energy and force is needed. And as far as it concerns humanity and our perspectives, our objectives, we need action. If we want to achieve or accomplish this new reality or this future that we are engineering, there can be no doubts that we should take action. And I would like to make a start with that. I have my platform, Law Evolution, and I call up everyone to donate a deed. I'm not asking for money, I'm asking for a deed. As I said, it's with an open mind. All we have to do is open up, because when we're talking about inclusiveness, at least at first, your heart and your mind should be open. I mean, that's exclusion already right there. If you close your heart, if you close your mind, and you're not open to the things that might come your way, or to the opportunities that come our way, to actually start taking action and looking forward to realization of what we actually try to accomplish, we should take proper action. And with an open mind comes goodwill, and with goodwill comes good deeds. And it's a good thing to talk about things, but the words should match up with our actions. Without action, there can be no accomplishment. So donate your deed. It doesn't matter how small it is. Just affirm and confirm this goodwill that's everywhere to find in anyone. I'm positive about that.
Right. And are there already ideas? There's a question in the chat. In what ways you're going to motivate people to join Revolution? What and what actions are you planning, and what can we join in on, or how can we help? What can we get aboard on?
Of course, you can visit the platform lovevolution.love. That's one thing. And the other thing is that since we are trying to accomplish this new normal, because a lot of stuff happened and is still happening out there, and it's actually calling for a response. And you can hear the word responsibility and responsiveness. There's a call, and which call are we going to answer? Where to take it from here? When we look around us, we know that there's a lot of work to do, and who's going to do it but us? If we cannot unite, if we cannot try to roll up our sleeves together and take care of things. I mean, we work not to revolt, we work to direct. We work to cooperate. We not work to disfigure reality. We work to beautifully shape it. And without action, nothing is going to happen. And I believe I do not believe, I am positive that together we can accomplish a lot. But it should start with action. And of course, this action needs to match up with the results which we have in mind. I mean, our societies are based on a foundation, and we can see the results everywhere. So if we want to shape our societies in accordance with our realities that we have in mind, which we would like to see materialize in this world, then at least we should take a first step. And this is my initiative. This is why I'm here to reach out my hand and just get down there and take care of things together. I mean, we cannot do this alone. But for who else we are going to wait for? It's humanity for humanity. And not only humanity, it's about life itself as well. It's about where we at. It's about who we with. It's about what we're about to accomplish together. And it doesn't matter how small you might think your deed might be. All that matters is that it counts. And we can start to make that change today. It's like when you toss a stone into water and you see how the surface starts rippling and buckling. Before you know it, you get a whole ocean of waves. Let's do it.
Thank you. And that call to action is there at the website loveolution.love. I hope we bookmark it. I don't think we can forget it. I hope we visit it more often. I think the call to action is really clear. Donate a deed. There's a process for that. You can make a short short video of your donation to the world, and that can inspire others to donate a deed. So go to the loveolution.love, check it out. It's just getting started. You were here, for this moment, you were here for the soft launch of what hopefully will be a movement that Loveolutions the world. And what I work more often with social movements, and what I tend to say is, as long as we are taking action forward, as long as we are moving together in a concerted way in a similar direction, then we're building the movement. So my question, or my invite to you, is please accept the invitation and go to loveolution.love and submit your deed today. You can even, take extra care of your cat, donate that deed, and together they'll all stack up. I love it. There's a question, last final question. What are the other, I think it's a question to me privately.
Do we want to hear that?
What's your number? No, it wasn't any. Nothing of that. Contact details. There's the website loveolution.love. What I think we'd love you at least to go down to the donated deed place and leave your name, your email address, and you're supposed to leave that YouTube video. So if you're not ready for that yet, you can just start with your name and email address. And then there's a lot coming in here.
And bring more people.
There's a first follower on Instagram. Big love from the Hardcore Lab. Keep on doing the beautiful work. We'll join the movement for sure. And
wow.
I just don't understand the question that I'm getting. Second, what is the container for these good deeds? Maybe who the question is coming from can just elaborate on that, and we'll leave that as the last. I have the sense that it's resolved, or the container for these good deeds is the website for now.
Mm-hmm.
But is there anything else you'd like to know, Dr. Gillian? I'm going to give final word to you, Winston, I promise. Yeah, let's keep it short.
Okay, well, first I would, express my gratitude for the fact, that I've seen a lot of beautiful people around, and it gives me this empowerment, this encouragement to continue doing what I would say I am doing, but what we are doing here. We are actually, cooperating with evolution, and we should keep in mind that goals should always, prior to goals, there should be action, proper action. And when we look at the sustainable development goals of the United Nations, I mean, it's not those people in the room that are going to take care of it. We should take care of it together. We should cooperate. These are our goals, and we should take action and go for it. And whoever you might take on this journey with you, just bring it. Bring him or bring her or bring everyone. We can do this. I believe that. And again, I do not believe, I am positive about that. Thank you. Loveolution.
Loveolution. Final request, turn on your video if you can. We're going to make a screenshot so that everybody is on video showing the Lovolution symbol if we can. Anybody who's willing to do so in the next 5 seconds, and together we'll take the screenshot. Somebody needs to take the screenshot, by the way. Who's gonna take the screenshot? I guess Rob, our techies got it. All together now. Please join us. Hold them up. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.